Well, I think the first thing is that, man, it feels good to have a win. For the first time this year, I think it was our spurt, our second half spurt, that was the difference in the game rather than another team's. And, you know, these guys, we've been battling all season. We've been coming up on the short end, but tonight it feels good to be on the other side. And, you know, Loyola has a few guys hurt. We've played the entire season with guys hurt and guys not able to play. So we really do understand what they're going through. It's just good to see our guys, again, there make free throws. You know, turnovers were a little high, but for our guys to make free throws and defensively to hold a team to 26 points in the second half, and we scored 49, that was good to see. Finally, the ball went in the hoop for us.
Rob, you guys, I think they scored the first bucket of the second half. You guys were down 7.
Yeah.
And from that point on, you completely dominated the game.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what happened that changed the game around?
Well, you know, we've been in those situations before, and the shot goes in at the end of the first half, and okay, you know, it's happened to us before. It's just to make sure that in the second half that we get quality. We talked a lot about touching the post, touching the paint, and get to the free throw line. We were able to do that.
Ryan, can you talk about you guys' defense, especially interior? I think you had 11 blocks, a lot of blocks. Talk about when they got near the rim, what happened.
Yeah, well, all week we talked about, you know, just playing with a lot more energy and helping each other out. And I think the block stat shows that because, I mean, 7 of them were JJ, and he did a great job of coming over and helping his teammates who were chesting up. And he was I mean, he had 7 blocks, but he probably changed about 12 or 13 shots, making them miss layups. And we came down and rebounded for the first time in a while, and we limited him to 1 shot. And JJ and other guys blocking shots really helped that.
Rob, can you talk about the lift Austin gave you guys with those couple of dunks and the three-pointer there and all those?
I didn't think he can get off the floor like that 2 times in a row. It's good because everyone in the league knows that he's a spot-up shooter, and for him to shot fake and put it on the deck and finish strong, that's encouraging, and that shows that he's improving. I think earlier in the season we'd have taken those shots, contested, and hoped for a foul or hoped for a make. But, again, these guys are starting to sink in. And for this game, it's sunk in about let's try to attack the paint, and if someone comes over, make one more pass. But Austin's 2 dunks in a row, or the 2 dunks that he made off a pass when he was spotted up, it was pretty – it just shows that the guys are starting to pick up on some of the things that we've been trying to drive home.
Ryan, it's been a tough spell for you guys lately. Can you talk about the mood of the team and, you know, you guys fought really hard tonight. Can you talk about how that played into things?
Well, like I said, we talked about a couple things at the beginning of the week, one of which was energy. And, you know, we just kind of said, you know, let's throw out our record right now. And, you know, a lot of what was happening, I think, was guys were so focused on what had already happened, it was carrying over to the next game. But we just said, you know, let's forget about the games before. Let's just start fresh now, get a streak going. And like Coach was saying, you know, teams, when you get to the conference tournament, you're either improving or going the opposite direction. And, you know, despite our record, we can still be one of those teams that's improving and playing our best basketball going into the conference tournament.
All things considered, can you talk about just how satisfying, one more time, how satisfying this was?
Very satisfying. Anytime you win a game, and we're supposed to have fun, and it's fun. Only way I know how to have fun is to win. And you know, we've been down. I don't know how many in a row it has been, but for this group to come in, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty in the first 20 minutes. It wasn't pretty to start the second half. But these guys just kept battling, and then all of a sudden it just started to happen. And you can see the mood of the bench change, and that's what we've been waiting for. And it's hard as a coach. You can't just give that to the guys. They have to experience that. They have to earn it themselves. And it's just fun to smile and to walk around the court and shake the people's hands that are there, because that's a tradition of ours when we win games, and it's been a while. So I'm excited. I really am, because I know how tough it is to win games, and I know how Loyola feels having some guys down because we've been playing that way all season. And it's exciting for us and these guys because they just need something. They need a little bit of something to give them a little bit more hope, a little bit more reason to show up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and get in the weight room.
It seemed like for the first time in quite a few games, actually, you guys had to deal with the press early and often.
Mm-hmm.
Could you talk about how you guys approach that?
Yeah, we try to be aggressive with our attack in the press, and we want to get the ball, obviously we want to Z the court, get 45-degree angles, and get the ball moving. At times, we try to over-dribble, and we had a few turnovers doing that, where we're trying to split guys coming at us instead of just moving the ball with the pass, and that's still a work in progress. But I like the fact that we threw one long late in the game. We want to throw. We ran it down. Hags had a spin on it, and I was hoping it wasn't going to just shoot out of bounds, but it didn't. But we're going to have to show that we can handle some pressure. A lot of teams, once we've been ahead late, they've put pressure on us, and we haven't done a good enough job of handling it. Today, we did a much better job.
I know a coach expects to see his players diving for loose balls, getting elbow marks
Right.
on the court, but that happened a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Does that go to the kind of the character on that these guys haven't given up?
They haven't given up. No, I like to see a little floor burns and a little blood, and I mean these guys are playing. I mean this is 40 minutes. That's it. 40 minutes of basketball. But yes, it does show that these guys have some fight left in them, and we have to keep pushing now on the road. We have a difficult road trip, but we're going to have fun going out there trying to see if we can get a couple wins.